Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Daz Reaction. Today I have a Michael McIntyre reaction video for you, and this is Michael McIntyre on Christmas. And as you can see by the Christmas get up, we're doing the Christmas stuff. I've looked for a crap load of comedy videos that I can go for, and Michael McIntyre came up on the list, so I just knew I had to do this. And we get greeted by the king straight off, and this is an old one, so he wasn't king then. So yeah, I think if it was Michael McIntyre now and he was the king, I don't think he'd go up. But yeah, so the future king is in attendance. So yeah, I do like Michael McIntyre. I do think he is funny. He's not my go-to stand-up comedian, and I don't know why, because he does make me laugh quite a lot. But yeah, he's not my go-to at the moment. But I'm looking forward to watching this. He does make me laugh, so I'm expecting big laughs. So I hope you enjoy this, and I'm not going to ramble on too much because I've been told that that can be quite annoying. So my bad. Let's get into this.
Now, of course, in December, ladies and gentlemen, it's all happening. The festivities have begun. We are in to the festive period, which of course means huge amounts of eating for most of us. We eat more than we will ever normally eat at Christmas. It's always a time of year to test to see just how much we can eat. On Christmas Day, I eat until the announcement. I eat until I lean back and go, well, that's it. I can eat no more.
Would you like to know, yeah, a little story about me? And I know we've only got 30 seconds into this. I won't take too long. But I gave up smoking a year and a half ago, and I gave up in the middle of the year. I gave up it around July, August time, and I thought to myself that I gave up smoking, but I didn't want to get to the point where I get cravings to eat and I get big. So I thought I'd give up smoking. I'm going to go to the gym, and I'd done it so well from July, end of July, beginning of August. I'd done it so well that I was probably 13 and a half stone when I quit smoking, and then I was on it at the gym, and I got down to like near enough 12 stone. And then it come to Christmas, and I said to my wife, and I was like, do you know what? I've done so well. I've give up smoking. I'm not smoking no more. I'm not craving it that much. I've been to the gym. I've bulked out. This Christmas, I just don't give a damn. I'm going to let myself go. And I did, and I ate so much crap, honestly, so much. And by the time Christmas and New Year was over, I weighed more than when I started. I weighed more than when I quit smoking, just through that Christmas period. I've not been able to lose it since. It's been so bad, and like I've not, and that was a year ago that I've not been able to motivate myself since. I've still quit smoking. I don't smoke no more. I haven't smoked now for a year and a half, so pat on the back for me. But yeah, when it comes to, I'm a food junkie. I can't help it. I just love food. That not to the point where I'm going to end up on my £600 life. That like not not that far, but yeah, I just love it. Like if I go to TGI Fridays, for example, like with the missus, she'll get like a salmon and some vegetables, and I'm getting like the gravy seal burger and there's things like that. And then I try and squash it down so it's like that much, and then I am a pig. I am a pig, but I'm also a chocoholic as well. So yeah, Christmas time's really bad for me.
I'm completely and utterly stuffed. I can't eat another thing. I will never, ever eat again. And I mean it. Half an hour later, I'm going to have a sandwich out of all the leftovers that were left from Christmas. I can't believe I'm still eating. I genuinely believed I would never eat again half an hour ago. I have an amazing capacity for food. I think it's a Christian thing. Christians love to eat to excess on their holidays. Other religions starve themselves on holidays. Jewish people have a holiday, they starve themselves. Muslims have a holiday, they starve themselves. It's almost like Christians have had somebody look through the Bible for opportunities to eat to excess. So what have you got for me? Well, it says here that Jesus had a very big meal, then he starved himself for 40 days and 40 nights. Whoa, go back. What was the first part? It says he had a very big meal, Jesus. Okay, let's focus on that day. I say we eat pancakes all day. We will celebrate the day with pancakes. We will eat pancakes till we're sick. What else have you got? Well, it says here that Jesus died on the cross. Tricky. All right, let's take the symbol of a cross and put it on a hot bun. We'll eat hot cross buns until we're sick. How about that? And the house will smell amazing. They smell divine. And then apparently he was resurrected on the Sunday. You know what? I don't even want to hear the story. We've already made our decision. We're going to hide chocolate in the garden and eat till we're sick. And of course, all the traditions now, all the traditions of Christmas, which he loved. I mean, without the traditions of Christmas would not be what it is. But the point is, we don't really like all of them, but we pretend to because it's Christmassy. Mulled wine, hot wine. We don't like hot wine. We spend the whole year avoiding hot wine. You know, tea, coffee, hot wine. Why offer me hot wine? But at Christmas, oh, I love this hot, spiced, boiled wine, sickly sweet wine. It smells nice. After one sip, it's quite nice. And then it starts to cool, and you abandon it. No one's ever finished a mulled wine. I don't think I really fancy that.
Do you know what? Honestly, I've sniffed a mulled wine. I've never actually tasted it, but I don't like wine anyway. Not at all. When I was younger, I used to drink wine when there was nothing else to drink. But I find that drinking wine made me quite aggressive. That not like physical aggressive, but like verbal aggressive. That like I'd be walking like if I drank wine before a night out and it'd be walking to the bus stop and that like I'd like be walking past and I'd be looking at something. What you looking at? What you looking at? There's a little old lady with a Zimmer frame and things like that. But yeah, wine kind of like messed my head up, but never had it. Even eggnog. Eggnog, like I've never actually tried eggnog and I don't think I ever will. There's two things like mulled wine and eggnog are no-nos to me.
It starts to cool and you abandon it. No one's ever finished a mulled wine. I don't think I really fancy that. Brussels sprouts? Why do we put ourselves through this annual Bush Tucker trial? We don't like them. Who decided we should be eating these squashed up vegetable fart balls every year?
I like Brussels sprouts. That I wouldn't eat every weekend. Like if you have a roast dinner every weekend, I wouldn't eat them every weekend. But it's not just at Christmas that I eat them. I eat them throughout the year. That I actually don't mind a Brussels sprout. But I tell you what it is. When I met my wife, she done the weirdest thing, and to me it was weird because I'd never known it before. But my wife puts baked beans on a roast dinner, and I never understood why. So when it's the case that she does a roast dinner and she's got Brussels sprouts and Heinz beans, that's just like your toilet's just sitting there going, please, no, 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 I can't handle this today. But I actually know the reason why. My wife is a nut job because she does not like gravy, and she does baked beans because she uses the juice from the beans over like the Yorkshire puddings and things like that. But yeah, she doesn't like gravy. And like even when I met her, I was like, are you mad? Who the hell don't like gravy? Like what, you don't like doing some chips and then doing gravy and just like burying all of them chips in gravy and having to dig through to find... I'm actually making myself hungry now just talking about this. But yeah, so baked beans on a roast dinner with Brussels sprouts, that combination equals a petrified toilet.
We don't even like turkey. We don't eat turkey all year. There's no Kentucky Fried Turkey. We don't like turkey. It's quite a dry, flavourless meat. You only have a look at what we do to it to tolerate it. Okay? We cover it in cranberry sauce and gravy. We stuff it with meat we'd rather be eating. Bread sauce? Since when was bread a sauce? Want some bread sauce? Yes, pour that bread all over my turkey. More fart balls? Don't mind if I do. Anything about hot sickly wine? And crackers. Who looked at Christmas lunch and said, I know what this needs, a paper hat, a bad joke, and some toenail clippers. That would really this year. The fact is, we wouldn't choose, okay? We wouldn't choose any of these things if we had the choice. At no time during the year would we go to a restaurant, the waiter comes over, can I get you the wine list? Have you got any hot wine? Hot, sickly, boiled, fruity wine. Maybe they don't like after one sip. You got any of that? You like any bread for the table? Liquid bread. Have you got liquid bread? Like someone's chewed up a loaf and put it into a jug? I'm going to pour that over my main meal tonight. Chef special is the chicken. Have you got a drier, less flavoursome meat like a turkey? Any side orders? Have you got any fart grenades from Belgium? Is there anything else I can get you? I think a mini sewing kit would round this up. Oh, and actually, waiter, half an hour after I finished, I want everything again in a sandwich. Thank you.
Do you know what? Honestly, at Christmas when I was a kid, that I don't know that I probably did eat it as a kid, but now I wouldn't. So we do this thing here in the UK. I don't know if it's common in other places around the world. That if you're watching this outside of the UK, then you may know. But we have something here called bubble and squeak, and basically, especially at Christmas, like everyone's finished their dinner, everyone's stuffed, and they're all sitting there with a belly like this, and like it's the case. Everyone's still got food on their plate, and like my dad used to do it. It's like, don't throw it in the bin. Don't throw it in the bin. We'll bubble and squeak it. So, so basically, everything that's left over just goes into a frying pan, and it's all mixed together into one big wasted soup. and it goes in sandwiches that like, do you want ham, cheese, or bubble and squeak? And it's just all leftover food. And for me, that like I said, as a kid, I probably ate it, but for now, I just think that. Wait a minute, no, because I know how I eat. That like I'll put some stuff on a fork and I'll put it in my mouth, and then all of a sudden, like some of it will dribble out back onto the plate, and I'm like, oh, don't worry. And then at the end of it, like you could have had like 5 or 6 bits that have dribbled onto the plate, and then like, you want to bubble and squeak it? It's like, no, I'd rather not. That I'd rather not. Like you're then sitting there, like, and you can see her false teeth going up and down as she's eating, and then you get the leftovers from her plate. No, no, I can't. Oh dear. Guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed this. I really did. I do like Michael McIntyre. I really do. I think he is hilarious. And I like him because he talks a lot about his kids. He talks a lot about his family. And all of the things that he talks about is relatable. And it's the same. He reminds me a lot of Lee Evans in the sense that the material that he does, I can relate to a lot. And most people will. That's the thing that. So yeah, I think that's why I enjoy him so much. And I think that like I can't really say that it's a British thing for comedians because I haven't really watched that many American like stand-ups that to be able to compare. But a lot of British comedians, it is just the case they talk about the everyday life. But for the American stand-ups that I've watched, they like to go at bigger things like celebrities and movie stars and things like that, as opposed to like focusing a lot more on their family. I think the one that I really see that focuses a lot more on his family and that than other things is Kevin Hart. And I need to watch more of him on the channel. I really do, because I think he's hilarious. But I'm rambling on. I am rambling on. I really enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed it too. There's plenty more to come around the Christmas period, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one.